What's up guys, hope everybody is good and well. We all know that everybody's experiences growing up is different and some may have advantages that others don't have, specifically those who are born into a family that are no strangers to financial success, which enables them to learn and implement lessons into their lives that others may not have had the luxury of learning from a young age. So in today's video we're going to be going over 10 lessons rich parents teach their kids that the poor don't. Please make sure to watch the entire video without skipping. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. What the difference is between an asset and a liability. An asset is either a tangible or non-tangible resource that provides a business with economic benefit in the future. It can help a business meet its commitments, increase the value of a business, and also increase its equity. Liabilities, on the other hand, can be defined as a business's debts or the services and goods that it owes and its obligations due in the future. The rich teach their young the difference between these two so that they can use this to their advantage as they get older and get involved within the business world. Assets can range from properties, share investments to patents and land. Income taxes, mortgage debt and bills payable can be referred to as liabilities. It's important for someone to have and create more assets than liabilities, since this is what majorly contributes to their financial stability and success. Even a business's financial status and success can be defined from their asset to liability ratio. In brief, in order to do this, you need to maintain your expenditure and try to avoid getting in debt and having unnecessary expenses. Increase your income and use it on investments, allowing you to create and own assets that will help you take care of your expenses in the future. Don't expect immediate results and avoid magical thinking. A lot of people witness others get involved in a new business venture or side hustle, and although rare, end up doing good and making progress over a small period of time. Majority of people that are successful in the present have been investing time and effort into their craft for many years before seeing major results. But most people haven't witnessed their journey and grind and only witness the outcome and results towards the end. Their mentality then changes to one where they feel success can happen overnight and have unrealistic expectations. And then when they try out their new business venture or work on their ideas, end up becoming upset and demotivated when they haven't seen the results within a few months. Therefore, it's important to manage your expectations, and when investing your time, effort and energy into something, make sure it's something you're passionate about and be in it for the long run. This way you will naturally persevere when you aren't seeing a lot of progress, and you'll keep consistently pushing till you manage to get somewhere over a long period of time. Don't feel entitled. Having a mentality where you feel as if though people or the world owe you anything can actually be at times a recipe for disaster, especially when everybody is really out for themselves and their own needs, which is a point we further covered in depth in the video listed above. If you're waiting on others to deliver and help you achieve your goals, you'll be finding yourself waiting for a long time. Instead, it's important to not wait around and get things done by yourself however possible, because majority of the time no other person will be invested in yourself as much as you are. In the long run, this will work out a lot better for you and you'll be able to learn how to become independent without relying on others. That being said, it's also important to understand that we aren't invincible and you should be able to get help when you need it and when possible, and that doesn't make you weak or inferior either. Money is a tool for access. Although money isn't capable of doing everything, it really is a good tool for access. Access to better education, which means a better level of knowledge and understanding on your subject of choice. Access to a roof over your head, food and water, which is essential for not just you but also for those that you care about. Money also gives access to more time. This is because once you've reached a certain stage, you'll be making money passively without having to spend a lot of your time or energy in labor, which means you have extra time to do the things that you love and enjoy. It also gives access to traveling to different countries, which will expose you to different kinds of people of different backgrounds, religions and cultures, all of which you can learn and grow from. It's access to many different life experiences that may have just been more difficult to have without it. The experiences you decide to buy yourself, if chosen correctly, can help you learn and understand more about life whilst also enjoying yourself and growing as a person. The art of being sociable and connecting with others. As you get older, you realize how important it is to have different kinds of relationships with different types of people. This is what gives you insight and different perspectives on all different kinds of aspects of life. It helps you learn, grow, mature and evolve. Even when it comes to the world of business, having connections and the importance of networking is always emphasized. Some people are naturally sociable whilst others may struggle to be open in social situations. Thankfully, being sociable and having confidence and good communication skills is something that you can learn. Make it a habit of speaking to people at the gym, the coffee shop or on the train on the way to work. It might seem weird at first, but it will become natural as time passes. This is a very important skill to have so that you can build and establish relationships in your life, whether it's related to friendships, family or networking with work colleagues. Daily habits that give a great advantage in the long run. These are things you do on a regular basis that enriches your life and changes it for the better in the long term. Habits habits such as exercising regularly and having a healthy and balanced diet with good nutrition that you also follow on a daily basis will ensure that you have more energy, which means you can be more productive throughout the day. It also means that your body and mind is a lot more healthy and that you're less likely to suffer from many diseases that you otherwise would have from lack of exercise and nutrition. Reading daily is also another great habit to have. There are all sorts of books ranging from business and finance to the kind of books that teach you life lessons and ways of improving your mindset and mentality. Successful people are no strangers to reading. This is because expanding your knowledge by reading on a daily basis can lead to many ideas and opportunities and open doors for you that you otherwise could have never imagined. Another daily habit that is good to have is a morning routine where you wake up, have your breakfast, get your exercise in and visualize your goals for the day and get your most difficult tasks out of the way first. By having breakfast and exercising, you'll have more energy and be wide awake. After visualizing your goals, you'll be more motivated, and after completing the most difficult task of the day first, you'll be more encouraged to complete the rest since the hardest part of the day has already passed. This means you have more time in the day to do other things, meaning it will be more productive. Having these daily habits will ensure you're spending your time better and that you're more prepared and ready to succeed in life. Make money work for you instead of you working for it. If possible, instead of working every day and spending hours of your time running after money, wherever possible, instead of working harder, focus on working smarter, because that is the era that we're currently in. If you have emergency savings and have funds beyond that, don't let it sit in the bank and depreciate in value. Instead, invest in avenues and ideas that you feel are feasible, because money gets stored in the bank and has to get spent eventually, and if it's not spent wisely, then it will go to waste one way or another. Allow the money to work for you, and this can be done by using it for investment bonds or by lending it as business capital to those that you trust so that you can gain shares and percentages of their business. Furthermore, if you have no other use for this money, then you can use it to reinvest into your own business to accelerate its growth and value, meaning you will earn more from it in the long run. Whichever way you decide to invest it, do your research and studying first, and make sure you still have emergency savings and your bills and expenses are covered, since they should be your priorities before deciding to invest in anything anyway. Match your income with your expenditure instead of lowering it. Many people focus on saving their money and decreasing their expenses in order to further stretch the efficiency of their money expenditure, and although this is important and a valuable skill to have when you're still up and coming, it can also be a mentality that can be weighing and holding you down if you let it limit you mentally. What I mean by this is that you shouldn't allow yourself to feel as if though you always have to match your expenditure with your income and live your lifestyle according to this, because you have no other choice, because what this means is that you're settling and limiting yourself. Instead, you should work hard to increase your income so that you can spend on the things that you like and want and have the lifestyle you want, in moderation of course, without just blowing your money on useless and unnecessary things. The lesson that you can learn from this is to adapt your mentality so that you know you're working to get to a point where your income covers the type of lifestyle and expenditure you want for yourself, instead of you lowering your expenditure and level of lifestyle according to your income. Knowledge is more valuable than money in the long term. Knowledge is what allows people to take the correct course of action according to the goals that they're trying to achieve, and this is what people mean when they say knowledge is power. People gain their skills through the knowledge they've learned through trying something again and again, and then gaining the experience to go along with it to the point where they get good at something. This could be a construction worker's ability to cement and lay down bricks, do floorboarding and tiling, etc., or a software engineer's ability to code programs in different languages for different purposes such as phone apps or computer office software, etc. In the long term, knowledge when applied can be a lot more valuable to a person rather than just having money. It's as the saying goes, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Finding solutions to people's problems can make you rich. At the end of the day, everyone needs and requires a service or product, whether that be a person or a business. They need solutions to their problems. What you need to do is analyze the market and identify a gap. It doesn't even necessarily have to be something you've created that nobody else has heard about. There could be a product or service already existing in the market that you worked on to further improve. The main factor here is that you're providing value to people by helping them achieve their goals, no matter how big or small. At one point, Instagram didn't exist, but it's now become an app where people can socialize with friends and family whilst also being able to market their brand, build relationships with sponsors, make sales and a living off of it. Uber at one time did not exist. Before then, people were using black cabs and taxis, but now have the luxury of being able to have a cab within minutes by tapping a few buttons on an app on their phones, with benefits like having discount codes and vouchers too for recommending the service to friends and family. The main factor here is that these companies are bringing value to their customers, which is what makes their service a success in their niche of the market. So the lesson that can be learned from this is that providing solutions to people's problems is something that can make you a lot of money. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope that you found it valuable and have learned something new. Comment down below and share with us any important life lessons you feel that you've learned growing up. As always, make sure to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell for when the next video drops. Until next time, peace.